We moved on to the Ferrier estate in 1974. I had a 4-bedroom house. I had 5 children when I moved there, and I thought it was wonderful.
All the people, all the kids used to play on the square.
Yeah.
And all the mums used to sit at the windows.
That's right,
and watch.
We used to peg our curtains back and you could see the kids playing.
Yeah.
The community was a unique type of place. I can't describe it, you'd have to live there to experience it, but it was nice because it's sort of your old-fashioned community.
When I lived on the estate, it was 2004, summer 2004, and I moved on from another area, from Abbeywood, and I was 17, so I got a council flat on the estate, and I was the new kid on the block, so it's a bit terrifying, a bit scary, yeah.
I think in the mid-80s, that's when the turning point was, when it started to go downhill.
People here had been stigmatised in terms of applying for employment. If you applied for a job with a Ferrier postcode, you would probably have your application thrown in the bin. I think the challenge for us was not whether we should do it, but whether we could do it. It was, we couldn't find any example anywhere else in the country where there'd been a demolition of 2,000 homes, a need to rebuild and provide new schools and new health facilities, improve the transport network. We couldn't find anywhere where that had been done before. A project like this, I think, it does take a long time to put into fruition. So there was a long lead-in time. We were working with central government, we were working with the Mayor's office, even before there was a Mayor's office, to try and ensure that we put together the resources that were necessary to begin the process of master planning, and then having to go out and procure a developer to work with.
When I first saw Kidbrooke, it was a winter's day. I saw these derelict homes, sad people. But what we wanted to create was a village, a new community, squares, houses, places for people, something that we could all celebrate together. This was the challenge, and we had the vision.
So in terms of whether it should have been knocked down, by the time we got to the estate, it was in very poor condition. Years of neglect and the blight of deciding whether it should or shouldn't be redeveloped had actually created a self-fulfilling prophecy. It had to go.
Berkeley have £1 billion committed here of investment, 100 million in cash terms, 1,000 construction jobs every day for the next 20 years, 100 of our own people based on site, helping to create the community for the people and the placemaking.
In my experience, in 30 years, I've got to say the quality of work that's gone into this place is outstanding.
Hopefully other companies or the government can learn from this project to actually create similar project to other boroughs as well, because we need this sort of community to be built again.
Right at the centre of the vision for One Space is building new community, and that's what we're all about.
I am a senior youth worker for Greenwich Youth for Christ, and we are based at the One Space. I work with a lot of the young people that used to live on the fair area. I do a lot of mentoring and guidance. I help the young people work towards a goal of going into university.
So the One Space is the new building, because we used to have an old building in Telemann Square, and we were lucky to move down here to One Space, and it just provides, you know, a safe place for the young people to come after school, have a meal, play a bit of football, PlayStation. And through that, you know, my colleagues and I do a bit of mentoring with them and just try and impact their lives and make a difference in their lives, really.
And it really has been an amazing opportunity, but not something that we could have done alone. And the Royal Borough of Greenwich have been very generous, giving us this lease at a peppercorn rate. And Berkeley Homes have given us huge help in kind with the refurbishment and just with the ongoing work here.
We love One Space!
So I really have all the joy of the regeneration of what was the Ferrier Estate and is now the wonderful Kidbrooke village.
I think it's quite hard for a lot of people that aren't used to the area or don't know the area to imagine that on the old Ferrier Estate there was a really strong community there. There was, and that definitely has continued in the new build of the properties here at Kidbrooke Village. The large majority of their residents know their neighbours, the children still attend the same schools, but we have a new number of residents that have moved into the development, which also brings different opportunities.
So what's so beautiful about this place is the green spaces. When I first arrived here, when I saw the open expanse of the park, etc., that just is so beautiful. It's hard to get something like this in London that easily. It's absolutely perfect. One of the reasons for the choice of this place is my particular profession, my job. I work for an American company looking after European operations that does require an extensive travel to mainland Europe, and City Airport is right next door.
No, it didn't take me long to settle in at all. The transition was really smooth. That was down to the council, Southern Housing and Berkeley Homes. I don't think I've left the community that I originally had. We've just moved location.
I love living in Kidbrooke Village. I'm very happy. I love my home. I love the layout of my house. I love being near my children, my church. You know, I take the dog out in the morning and people going to work and they always give you a smile and they say good morning, you know, and I just think that's lovely. You know, so, and I think when everything gets going, I think it'll be a great community.
What makes this place a success is everybody bought into it. The local authority, the GLA, the local people, the police, everybody bought into this regeneration. I've never seen such public support for making a place, for the challenges, understanding what we're trying to achieve. It was just fantastic. We need more of this, more cooperation between the public and private sector. When they work together, we can achieve places like Kidbrooke.
I can really see myself settling down in a place like this, hopefully with a wife and some children.